Hello and welcome to my channel. This is Lisa with Lisa's Faith and Budget Planning channel. I'm excited to jump in today because this is a weekly check-in. It's this time to take a look at the budget once a week and just kind of see where we're at and look at these spending categories that I've set up for the budget for the month. And I check in every week on them, see how well I'm doing. Am I over? Am I under? And today I think I'm under. I'm very close in some areas. But we'll have to wait and see. I have to check in and find out for sure. I do track daily, but weekly is when I really sit down and crunch the numbers. So let's get started. The 4 categories we're working with today are grocery, household, restaurants, miscellaneous, and gasoline. Those are the spending categories I compartmentalize in my budget. So I have enough to pay for things I need for the pay period I'm in. So week 2 and week 3 are actually one paycheck period. So this is paycheck 1 for week 1, 2 and 3 is paycheck 2, and week 4 and 5 are going to be paycheck 3. So that's how this month is divided up. Sometimes I don't have a 5 week, sometimes I only have a 4 week, but this is kind of how I map everything out and keep things on track. This month will be a little tighter because I had less money per week, but that's okay because in the end, it will all be taken care of and God helps me with that. So thank goodness for that. This is the weekly check-in budget sheet. I'm going to flip to the previous page. This is my tracker for my spending. And as you can see, I have had multiple spendings. I track from Friday to Thursday. I have one no spend day, which is today. Thursday's been a good day for no spend. And then I guess I had no spend here on the 8th as well, and I just didn't notice. So I get to pull out my little stickers. Now, I cut my own stickers for myself. I don't buy stickers. And this is a new little photo album. I think they're 4x6s is the size, but they're like $1, less than $2 at Walmart. I love these. I buy these to kind of hold my little stickers in. So I have a script sticker that I created for myself. They're no spend. So I'm going to pull one of this out. Have not put these in the shop to sell. I don't know if I will. It's something I'm toying around with. I am considering buying a new, what do you call it, portrait silhouette, because I cannot get this one to line up for what I need. Sometimes it does really well, and then as it's cutting, the word goes higher and higher in, and it offsets the cut. So just not happy with it, and I don't think they're quality to sell. So I just use them for myself. I don't mind that they're off a little bit, but I wouldn't sell them to somebody. So here we go. And the other stickers I have are Sarah Marie stickers. I use her expense stickers, and again, they off cut a little bit when I do it, so I'm still working on and figuring that out. It's just one of those things. So here we are. I do from Friday to Thursday. Today is Thursday the 11th. Tomorrow is Friday. And I have already got everything I need spending-wise for food and groceries for what I need for the weekend and going into next week. HelloFresh comes every Saturday. I pay for it on Tuesday. They come on Saturdays, things like that. So looking pretty good so far. I do need to highlight, and I like using the highlighter method for this as soon as I find my highlighter. There it is. What is a restaurant? What is a miscellaneous? What is a gasoline? I do that, and this was restaurant. I treated everybody in the family lunch on Wednesday. Everybody was home that day, and it was one of those days where we just were going to be busy, and it was easier to go grab lunch and take care of that and then go about our day. So that's what we did there. But this is where I track. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to zoom you in, and we're going to go through all these categories one at a time, and I'm going to list them here on my sticky note, and then we're going to go to the weekly check-in, put down how much I actually spent, and see what my new balances are going into the next week. So let me go ahead and zoom you in, and I'll be right back. Okay, I am back. So here we go. We're going to start with grocery household. Oops. And I'm going to write that down here, GH. And the first grocery household I have is Walmart, and that was for $78.86. Oops, 86, not 66. There we go. And then I'm going to mark it off with this one. I usually use my thinner one, but today I'm just going to use this, so I don't change pens every time. Then I had a Food Lion for $64.96. And then I realized I forgot something at Food Lion, and it was $5.63. I would have bought it all together, but I just forgot. My son asked for something. So there's that. I always include HelloFresh with my grocery household because it is groceries, it is food, and it is the way I meal plan for 3 days of the week. It's just so much easier. And I don't have to keep going to the store. Even though I go frequently, I don't know. It's just one of those things where meal planning and grocery stores and me do not get along, and it boggles my mind. So I still haven't mapped it out well in my head yet, but I hope to one day master how to do that. So that's it for groceries and household. So I'm going to total these up real quick. And my calculator is right here. Let's see what we got. 78.86 plus 64.96, 563 and 63.28. There we go. So spent $212.73. So next I have restaurants. And I write these in the order I actually have the list, so it makes it easier as I put all the numbers down. So first, get this on screen here. I have Papa John's, which was $51.89, and we splurged a lot, gave a big hefty tip, and took care of everybody, and just kind of had a celebratory family night. This Why Not actually was purchased on the 4th, but I'd already closed out the budget, so I didn't buy these two on the same day. It was the previous day. So Why Not was $30.41. I just decided to count it in this budget. So there we go. And then El Toro Loco was $34.70. My husband and I love Mexican food, and it's really close and next to a grocery store, so that I shop at a lot. So I decided, hey, we need to go to El Toro Loco and then grab some groceries and come home. I don't know what it is about grocery days and buying food and then grabbing something to eat, but it happens often. And we have Wendy's for $17.46. And this was an odd day because I actually went to my allergist. I have asthma and allergies. And because I have asthma and allergies, and my state of Virginia opened up vaccines for asthma and allergy patients, they had scheduled me an appointment to get my first dose of Moderna vaccine against COVID-19. And we went, and then we tried to start the car after I got done with my shot. And yeah, it wouldn't start. The battery was dead, and my car didn't tell me it was dying. So I think there's a faulty alert system for where the battery is and, you know, how drained it is. So we had to call Geico's roadside service, have them come jumpstart our car, and then we drove to AutoZone and got a battery, which you see right here. And that's just going to be, let's see, that's what we call unbudgeted. So unbudgeted would be the $166.73, which is here, I'm writing at the bottom, and $50 to my sister. I bought something from her and I sent her some cash through the mail. Well, I wrote her a check actually, and then she's going to ship me what I purchased. So I'm kind of excited about that. But yeah, so while we were getting the battery, looked right next door and there's a Wendy's, and we're like, yeah, let's just grab some lunch because we're having a really bad day. Chick-fil-A again. I just wanted to treat the family. The boys wanted some lunch, and I thought, hey, let me grab some Chick-fil-A, and it should be really good. So $28.58, and that is it for eating out for the week. And let's go ahead and total this up. $51.89 plus $30.41 plus $34.70 and $17.46. $28.58. So that was $163.04 for eating out. And then check that off. Restaurant miscellaneous. So miscellaneous. Over here, I don't have any miscellaneous. I have a gas, and I'll put that in just a second last. But I do have one miscellaneous here. So I was on Etsy looking around, and I saw someone selling t-shirts for like $13, short sleeve t-shirts in my size. And I'm like, oh, that's awesome. I like that price. And I bought eight t-shirts off of her with different things like Waymaker from the song that's a Christian song that's come out, Faith and Blessings and stuff like that. So there are Christian t-shirts. I don't think she's an exclusive Christian shop. I'm not sure. I didn't really look around much, but I looked at all her faith-based t-shirts and I'm like, I really like them and I really like this price. So I bought 8 for the summer, and that's kind of my summer wardrobe now. I love t-shirts and jeans and t-shirt girl. So I spent $108.08, and that should be coming soon. It's actually already shipped. I'm just waiting for it to show up. And excellent. I can't wait to see her t-shirts and how well they hold up. The only other thing I've got is gasoline. And that was my husband's Jeep for $32.70. And like you saw before, I have unbudgeted stickers. They're a different color, so they stand out more. And yeah, that AutoZone car battery was definitely an unbudgeted thing I didn't see coming. There's supposed to be an alarm or something that goes off when the battery runs low, but this is the second time this has happened. It's an 8-year-old vehicle, and the batteries last about 4 years. And I forgot it was coming up, and I was waiting for the car to tell me, and it never did. So I think I have something faulty in the dash when it comes to reading the battery, because it said it was full, and obviously it was not. So I have no idea what's going on there. So that's why maintenance and going and taking and getting maintenance done on your vehicle is very important, and having roadside service is very important, and things like that. So definitely keep check, especially if you've had a harsh cold winter going into warmer weather. You may want to take it in, or anytime you get it serviced, go, can you check my battery, make sure it's running properly, or make sure it's not low or not, and I'm not going to need one soon, so you don't have that unexpected expense. But we were able to take care of it, paid cash for it, move on. It was fine. So let's go back to our weekly check-in, and wrong side, and let's take a look. So grocery household. Did not spend all of the grocery household, which is a good thing. I had $301.93, and I spent $212.73. Restaurants, we budgeted $141.26. I did go a little bit over, and my husband and I just made the executive decision that we were going to spend it sooner than later. Because like I said before, week 2 and week 3 are under the same paycheck. So the cash is sitting for week 1 and week 2 in my checking account, but I'm trying to keep it constrained per week, so we have it spread out a little more evenly, so we can still do the fun things we want to do throughout the month and enjoy it every week. But we were like, we're willing to go a little over budget there. And it's still, the cash is already there. It's not like we didn't have the cash. I just borrowed it from this budgeted area here, and hopefully we stay in next week's budget. So let's see, miscellaneous, $108.08. So I was definitely under in miscellaneous. And then gas, I was just barely under, $32.70. Again, there was more than what this category has if you include week 3, but I'm not including it as I'm doing the budget here. And then I had these 2 items. So this would be 10, 11, carry the 1, 2, 10, 16, 73. All right. So I spent $216.73. Unbudgeted, that was the battery. And then I wanted to pay my sister for something she created, and it was beautiful. And then she's going to ship it to me, so I'm excited about that. I love supporting my family and friends on things like that, so that's pretty awesome. Let's total this column up here, And before I do that, I'm gonna pop out this sheet because I'm getting closer to the rings here, and they're gonna aggravate me here in a minute. And I don't wanna be aggravated. There we go. So I'm gonna total this up. It's 212. Oops, I did it. Okay, so let's total this column up so I can have a total right here. 212.73 plus 163.04 plus 108.08 plus 32.70. All right, I'm not including the unbudgeted. I just want the spending categories that I actually spent in, and that's $516.55. All right, I'm going to go ahead and subtract from that and then see what the number is. So what I should have in my balances left over, minus the $618.01 I actually budgeted. I didn't do that right. I knew I wasn't going to do that right. Daggone it. 618.01 minus the 516.55, and that gives me $101.46. So even though I'm over in my restaurants here, it's okay. It's pretty much covered in the other categories. So going across this way, 301.93 minus 212.73. That gives us $89.20 left, and then that would move on to the next week. 141.20. Oops. 26 minus 163.04, and that gave us, find my red pen here. Oh, I wrote that backwards. 21.78, and then hopefully it's the only one I don't have red for. Okay, 140.80 minus the 108.08. That gives me 32.72. Now the 34.02 minus 32.70, and it gives me $1.32. The good news is I'm still in budget. I like that. So let's total this up and see where we're at. So I already have the $1.32. I'm going to add the 32.72. All right, I'm going to subtract the 21.78. Then I'm going to add the 89.20, and I get the same number going down as I do across. Check and check. So I am happy with these numbers. Now that I have week 2 done, and I've weekly checked in, and I have analyzed and said, you know what, I didn't do so bad. I only went over a little bit in one, but I kind of borrowed from week 3. So I'm okay with that. Just went out to eat a day earlier, you know, kind of thing. So here we go. I need to stay within the budgeted amounts I have for each category. So I have to adjust the numbers. And I have those numbers written in my notes section in my weekly check-in page over here on the other side of the notebook. So for the month, these are the numbers I'm looking for the entire month. $1,200 for grocery household, $650 for restaurants, $550 miscellaneous, and $250 for gasoline. That is what I'm looking for the entire month. I have it broken down by each week, and as long as I adjust the weeks as I go, then I should stay in budget. So let's go ahead and look at week 3. And I'm just going to have these numbers written off to the side here, so I don't have to have my notebook right in front of me. 200, 130, 110, and 50. There we go. That's all I need to know for right now. That's week 3, and that's the numbers I'm going to adjust going forward. Some of them will go up, some of them will go down, and that's okay. So I'm going to add to my week 3 budget, and I'm just going to quickly write these titles in, and I'll be right back. Okay, I am back. So I have my grocery, household, restaurants, miscellaneous, gasoline, and then the unbudgeted. And I'm going to take this over here. And I'm going to take this grocery household, the $89.20 plus the $200. And that's going to give me my new balance of $289.20. And that will take care of the budget for that part of the week. Week 3, which is the dates of the 12th through the 18th. Let's see what else. Restaurants. I'm negative here. So what I have to do is take the amount I'm going to budget for the week, $130. I'm going to subtract this $21.78. And what that does is it keeps me within the original amount I wanted to budget for the entire month for restaurants. That way I don't go over the monthly amount. I don't mind going over the week just for that 1 week. But when it starts getting out of hand and going over for the month, then I have a problem. I need to really pay attention to that. So that drops this down to $108.22. And will it be enough? Will I go over? Maybe, maybe not. Probably. Not sure. We'll have to wait and see. So, but I do need to know the other categories probably could compensate for it if I did go over, and I'm not too worried about that. I have $32.72 left over in my miscellaneous, and I'm giving myself $110. So, $142.72 will be my new balance. I'm giving myself for gasoline, I had $1.32 over here. And I'm giving myself $50. So $50, so it'd be $51.32 for gasoline, and that should be enough for that week. I know I have to fill up for gas. I'm not doing the premium this time, so it should be cheaper, hopefully around $40, and that'll be enough. My husband just got gas. Unless he does more traveling, then I may have to use some of the other money to pay for gas. But I don't foresee that right now, so we'll just leave it at that. And that is that. So let's total this amount. I never budget for unbudgeted. So here we go. I have $289.20 plus $108.22 plus $142.72 plus $51.32. So my spending category, just the spending for week 3, I'm giving myself $591.46. Now for me, this is how I pay attention to my checking account. I don't really worry about my checking account, and I use my debit card to pay for everything. I like a transaction that names the item and where it was purchased, and well, not names the item, but where it was purchased, like Walmart or Target or wherever I shopped at, and how much it was. It gives me a physical record. That way I don't have a cash receipt floating around and I don't know what it was and I don't know where it was from. I'm just not comfortable with that. A lot of people are comfortable with cash and they keep up with the receipts very well. I'm very clumsy and forgetful. So I need a record of it, which is why I use my debit card to pay for everything. And this is my spending budget for this week. I know as long as everything in this category is covered by this amount of money, I know I'm good. And I won't go over in the rest of my budget because I've already planned what I can spend for the week. And this really works and helps for me. I don't have to separate them in 4 categories, but I like separating them into 4 categories because those 4 categories give me even more refined, more details on what I'm spending and how I'm spending it. If I'm out to eat too much, or if I'm getting random stuff at the grocery store too much, things like that, I can pay attention to here and go, oh, we need to kind of slow down this, or, you know, oh, we've got plenty of room there. So I love doing weekly check-ins. I love seeing where the money's going and how I'm spending it and how I'm staying on top of it. But if you want to think of it another way, this is like a cash envelope for me. In my cash envelope, even though I physically don't have cash, this is my cash envelope right here. This spending category is cash. It's not credit. It's not a credit card. It's a debit card. It is cash. And my electronic, cash envelope is this $289.20. Now, I prefer to do it with the weekly check-in. I don't need an extra app to kind of track it. I do have a transaction log that I do day-to-day tracking, and it just takes 5 minutes at the end of the day to kind of write the numbers down, and then I'm done. That's what I love about these budget sheets. That's why I have transaction logs, and I sell them in my store. And these are my personal budget sheets. I created them for myself. I share them with others. I sell them on Etsy. I have a link in the description below. It's Lisa's Faith Budget Plan. But I really love how this breaks it down for me and gives me clear instructions on the freedom to spend. And that just brings a smile to my face when I think of it that way, because I don't have to think about anything. It's already written down for me. So if you're thinking about budgeting and you're thinking about what style of budgeting or what I need to do to take care of my budget, weekly check-ins are really, really awesome for that, compartmentalizing your budget and taking care of your spending. So I really love it. If you have any questions or comments about budgeting or weekly check-ins or anything like that, please put them in the comment section below. I would love to have a conversation about it and maybe help you if necessary. For right now, I'm gonna zoom you out and we'll close out this video. Okay, there we are. So this is my weekly check-in. I've already checked everything off. I forgot to mark the gas right here, but that's okay. I know I got it. I know I got the the unbudgeted spending, and yeah, done and done. So yeah, this is what I do, and this is what I hope, if it helps you or anything like that, I would love to share this with you guys. And I hope you have an amazing and blessed day. And then if I don't record another video before St. Patrick's Day, I hope you have a great and blessed St. Patrick's Day coming up next week, and I will see you guys next time. Have a blessed and amazing day. Bye.